Frefi Radio, this is Giulia Bianconi from Italian Global Series. I'm in company with David Boreanaz, one of the guests of this second edition. Yesterday, during the talk with public, you said how important it is to continue studying in your work. So I was wondering, what have you learned in the last year of your career?
Wow. Be patient with inside of yourself to understand that what you're cultivating and planting seeds today will show fruit down the road. And I mean that is putting the work in doesn't stop because you're working. I always consistently want to put the work in while I'm working to make the branches become even brighter and diagonal in different ways. But especially for the last year is understanding what you're planting seeds today will bear fruit tomorrow. That's the biggest thing for me, is knowing when the universe allows you to plant those seeds and knowing that they're going to grow.
You said always yesterday how it's important to know how to seize opportunities. So have you always seized them?
Seize the opportunity means that you've done the preparation and what it takes to seize that. In order to achieve it is different than seizing it is, okay, the opportunity's there and I'm ready for it because I've done all the work that's necessary to be ready for that. Now, there are opportunities that may arise in your career or your life where you partake in seizing it, but you just can't grasp it because you're not ready for it. That's the universe.
In your career, you were Angel, you were Seeley Booth, and then Jason. So can playing a character for a long time become a trap, a sort of cage?
No, none whatsoever. I mean, you make it a trap and a cage if you don't do the work. If you do the work, you're constantly looking at different avenues and branches. Repetition is a form of exercise of where you can take the character. So if I learned something about Seeley Booth, season 3, episode 12, that changes my perspective. I can't get there if I'm not doing the work. If I rest back on my laurels, that's where it becomes a trap, because you're not doing the work. Do the work, watch it change, seize the opportunity for the change, grow with it, and you will amaze yourself how thrilling and exciting the ride is because you put the work into it.
Yesterday you said that you love the works of Chloe Zhao. Is it true?
Yes.
She has supposed to do the reboot of Buffy, do you know? But it was canceled.
Yes. Well, it didn't go forward. I don't know the reasons exactly. I mean, what's special about her soul is that she understands storytelling through the process of going to the underworld and decay and being the rebirth, right? The reborn and the rebirth. Like, I so identify with that. It's Joseph Campbell way of thinking, storytelling, and knowing that you need to go into the cocoon in order to become a butterfly. And when I watched Hamnet, I was so taken in by the imagery, the acting, the energy, the rhythm, the camera work, the scope of it, different lens choices, because it was all metaphorical to what the characters were going through. So it was so beautifully done because it was all interconnected. And it all revolved it back to like the Mother Earth, like I say, you know, in the indigenous culture, Mother Ayahuasca, right? The soul, like the blessing of what Mother Ayahuasca gives you in plant medicine. But that's a whole nother conversation. So, but I see that, and I saw those images, and I was so taken in by it. I literally, and then I called her and I told her, I said, I saw these images that you presented in ceremony, and I was just really taken in by it. She's a phenomenal soul, and I love her dedication to her source, and I highly respect that.
About Buffy, it was one of the biggest TV series. He had a a big success all over the
Yeah.
world. Why, according to you?
Well, again, a series that examines so many, a universe that can move from one level to the next and different characters. Like even, like take the Angel character. Started out with 6 out of 12 episodes, appeared out of nowhere. This mysterious man became this beautiful love story. Will he, won't he? Like it was so ingrained into the love story that was so beautiful, and people really tuned into that and understood it and rooted for them. And it's kind of like the source of it all. But the character moves on and goes somewhere else. It's like another branch. Like there's like levels to it. It's like they're all their own little superheroes. It's wild to watch, and it's a Dungeons and Dragons kind of a feel. I mean, I always thought the game when I was a kid growing up and it came out, I was like, I want to do Dungeons and Dragons and play it. But then I found out it was very like mathematical, and I was like, well, where's the board game and the pictures and the imagery? Like I'm more like visual than I am writing things down and codes. That's not for me. But it's kind of similar in a way. These characters, you fall in love with them and you watch them grow, and then they take on these new different stories. And I think that lives on, and it's just endless. You cannot put an end to that. It can create. Even in death, there's death through there's creation through death. There's a change. And that's what's really cool about the series, I think.
Just the last curiosity, if you were Buffy, would you have chosen Angel or Spike?
Angel.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to David Boreanaz, one of the guests of the second edition of the Italian Global Series. I'm Giulia Bianconi for Fred, the Festival Insider.